In previous lessons, we've talked about how, even though this is a work of nonfiction, it is literary nonfiction or narrative nonfiction. And what that means is that the author uses certain literary or rhetorical devices in order to communicate their point more effectively. One of the devices that this author likes to use is an allusion. An allusion is a reference to either another literary work, another historical period, or even another person. Here's an example. My medical odyssey began in 2006. In this quote, Randy references his Odyssey. It's an ancient epic poem written by the Greek philosopher Homer. The book describes the quest of the hero Odysseus. Now, why would the author use this kind of an allusion? Well, an allusion is meant to bring to mind certain positive references or sometimes a negative reference. But in this case, he's very subtly telling you that he's going to have his own heroic quest. And this way, using an allusion, he doesn't state it outright and sound arrogant, but he just makes this reference and makes that connection in your mind. Next is a simile. A simile is a comparison that uses like or as. Here's an example. Like that lion in the jungle, my natural habitat was still on a college campus in front of students. So the comparison is between Randy and a lion in the jungle. And again, it's a positive connotation because it implies sort of power. Think of the lion as being the king of the jungle, for example. Well, in this case, he's saying that he is like that lion in the jungle and that he was kind of king on the college campus. And again, it's a less arrogant way, I guess, of saying that this was the place that he was at home and that he was able to roar and really command respect. Next, we have metaphors. And metaphors are usually extended comparisons, and they don't use words like or as. And here's an example of a metaphor, and again, it's an extended comparison. It takes a while to get there. I'd compare college tuition to paying for a personal trainer at an athletic club. We professors play the roles of trainers, giving people access to the equipment, i.e. books, labs, and our expertise. And after that, it's our job to be demanding. We need to make sure that our students are exerting themselves. We need to praise them when they deserve it and tell them honestly when they have it in them to work harder. So he's making this particular comparison between college tuition and paying for a personal trainer. And he continues by saying that an athletic club is like a college and saying that the professors are like the trainers. And so he keeps this comparison going and explains in more detail why he thinks that this comparison can be made. Finally, let's talk about repetition. Repetition just means that the author is repeating key words or phrases to build emphasis and style. Many times throughout the story, Randy will refer to brick walls. He likes to say brick walls are there for a reason. And he uses this repetition of these brick walls to make the point about overcoming obstacles. It is one of the key themes in this memoir. And so he uses this repetition to really frame in your mind the main point, that brick walls are there for a reason, not to stop us, but to see if we really want it bad enough. And this is one of the ways he uses repetition.